Hello and welcome to my video. I am Evan. Nice to meet you. Names will not be changed because honestly, there's not really any names I need to throw into this. Anyway, the whole point of this video, why I'm doing this, is quite simple. It begins with this. Let's try that side, is Transmetropolitan. For those of you who are in the know, this is one of the most awesome comics ever made. For those of you not in the know, this is one of the most awesome comics ever made. A wonderful man named Warren Ellis decided that he's really sick of the bullshit that he's got to deal with in the modern world, and wrote a science fiction story that was 60 issues long. This is the first 6 right here, to help explain why everything he feels is wrong with society, particularly politics. And the reason I'm telling this now is because I just recently shaved my head, as I do every couple of months, because my hair grows way too damn fast. And, oh yeah, funny thing, I'm 28 now, and when I was 24, I got this. And I'm going to tell the story of my experience getting this. Now, it should be noted, I had no idea it would be that big a deal. In my mind, quite frankly, quite honestly, well, there's no real part of the human body that hasn't been tattooed at least like a million fucking times over by any given tattoo artist. The head? What's that? It's not like I'm getting on my face or anything. I mean, I have a rule with tattoos. Make sure you can hide it for a job interview, just in case. Unless, of course, you're super famous, super rich, and don't need to make any more money anymore. I am none of those things. So anyway, okay, I knew for about a year or so, maybe 2 years give or take, that when I got my first tattoo, it was going to be that spider on my head. And sure enough, I took a comic, just like this. Once again, I really cannot express enough how great this book is. But I showed them a comic just like this, an issue of this. Showed them a picture of the Spider Jerusalem here and said, I want this tattoo in that exact same spot. Yes, I know it's not the exact same spot. Try to stay focused here. Well, sure enough, I go over to the guy. This was the first sign I got that maybe, just maybe, I may have underestimated the, I don't think significance is the way to go for it. The reactions I would get for the rest of my life with this tattoo. When I go up to the guy at the desk, the guy who's seen a million, God only knows how many people come into the shop to get their tattoos, a guy with tattoos of his own, looks at the comic, looks at me, and says, "You're getting a tattoo on your head? Dude, you're a badass! That is so fucking badass! You are so awesome, man! Is this your first tattoo? Oh man, you are such a fucking badass! I can't believe you're doing this!" And my natural response was, okay. Do you think it was that big a... I'm here for my paperwork? Okay, so the guy's filling. As I'm filling out forms, name, address, phone number. Yes, I'm actually over the age of 18. Shocker. Yeah, sure enough. The entire time I was like, man, you're such a badass. I can't believe you're doing this. I can't wait to see you get it, man. You're getting a tattoo on your head. It's such a fucking badass. It should be noted there was a girl with me, not a girlfriend. Girl who was a friend isn't a friend anymore. That's a whole other story altogether. Came along with me on this little trip. And, she basically was the one who was distracting the people around me that work in the shop while I'm doing other things like filling out paperwork and actually getting the tattoo. So I got to listen to her constantly ask questions about people getting tattoos on their heads. Yay! The tattoo artist comes around, and sure enough, she starts asking, have you done a lot of tattoos on the head? Why, I've done a few. I've done a couple here and there. It's like, how bad is it? It's like really painful. By the way, the most commonly asked question I get, did it hurt? The answer is, if you want to find out, get one yourself. And sure enough, he said, I have guys who are saying it's like the easiest tattoo they ever got. It's not too bad. And, it'll just bleed a lot. It's got a lot of blood. So, yeah, who cares? The important thing is, I find myself sitting down in the chair with my freshly shaved scalp. And I'm now getting my tattoo. And, I'm listening to the girl constantly talk to the guy about all these different tattoos. She asked the dumbest question, in my opinion, you can ask a tattoo artist. Why is it the dumbest question? Because if you ask this question, every tattoo artist will give you the same answer. She asked the tattoo artist, what is the strangest place you have ever tattooed? He said, oh, a guy's dick. No, really? Never would have guessed. Because, it's not like there's just enough dick tattoos out there to let us know that every tattoo artist eventually has to put needle to dick. Or is it prick to prick? I digress. Anyway, the point is, I'm getting there. I'm in there for a good 40 minutes getting this tattoo. It wasn't too bad when they're like doing the outline, but once the dude started coloring it in, he was going for oil. Fortunately, he always stopped just before it was gonna, get to the point where I would be like, no more! And he stopped for about 5 seconds, then go right back at it again. Anyway, while that's going on, this funny little thing was happening. You see, in the room next to mine, there was a girl getting her back touched up on. This meant the shirt's pulled up, and you got some good boob action going. And there were these two guys. Couldn't have been, I'd say probably in their late teens, like 18, 19-ish, early 20s at best. I don't think these guys are old enough to buy alcohol. So in the room next to me, you got boobs. In my room, you got me getting a tattoo on my scalp. Somehow, I got these guys' attention more than the boobs. Now keep in mind, I did see them look at me and then go back to the other room for a little bit, so they were fully aware there were boobs in that room. But no, my head is more interesting. Yes, I know, apparently not everybody gets a tattoo on their head, but you know what? If you find this more interesting than breast, you either need therapy or just need to accept the fact that maybe you're not on the same team as I am. Just saying. Anywho, get the tattoo done. Had to put the bandage on there, took it off after a little bit, had a really cool bloodstain shape just like a spider. Oh god, how I wish I kept that damn thing. But I didn't, so moving on. It was my birthday, by the way. The whole thing was a birthday present to myself, 24th birthday. And I meet up with my friends. And this became the second hint of what it was in store for me for the rest of my life. As a guy who's, as this one dude came up to me, as a friend of mine, and he goes, "Hold on, Evan. Hold on. You got a huge fucking bug right there." You know what? Funny thing was, because it was the same day, I actually fell for it at first. It took me a second. I actually forgot I had the tattoo there. But once again, healthy reminder. Even now, I go to work when I have a shaved head, and I constantly get people, did it hurt? Or there's a spider on your head. Little piece of advice, folks. When you look at somebody and it's the first thought that goes to your head, work under the assumption that everybody else that person has met has voiced that thought or opinion, because they probably did. Anyway, some people may be wondering, do I regret the tattoo or anything? Fuck no. No. Not for a second. This was a tattoo I wanted. It was a tattoo for me, and it means something to me. And honestly, what more could you want? In my opinion, if the tattoo means something to you, you have no reason to regret it. You go ahead, keep that thing for the rest of your life. I just wish people would stop asking me if it hurt.